Well, good morning. Today is Monday, November 8th, the start of a new plan for me, a new weigh-in day, everything, back walking. It's going to be a beautiful week to walk. But we have a birthday today. Today is Lydia Urban Gunther. Today's Lydia's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lydia. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you have a great birthday today. You're the only one. You get to celebrate it all by yourself today. Nobody else gets a song. Just got back from my walk. I walked about 1.5 miles. It's a beautiful day. It's 51 degrees. It's a little breezy, so hopefully you're not getting too much whooshing in the sound. I talked to my daughter Christy while I walked. I talked to a neighbor while I walked. I called my sister Mary because if there's any kind of an issue, my family calls me because I'm the center of I'm the center hub, the call center, I guess, because nobody can get a hold of Mary on her cell phone. So I tried to call Mary and I didn't get a hold of her on her cell phone either. So I called her on her house phone, her landline, because we're ancient. And I guess she doesn't even show that anybody's called or texted her. So she's gonna reboot her phone and see if that works. And then I was answering some of my comments today, and Andy Bunn reminded me about pea shooters. I forgot about pea shooters. I did remember the hopscotch and the jump rope and Mother May I and Red Rover and Duck Duck Goose. What else did she say? Roller skating, ice skating, sledding, bike riding, putting the little cards in your spokes so it sounded like a motorcycle. Cap guns. My brothers had cap guns. And then, but I forgot about slingshots. Those are nasty too, slingshots. I forgot about the slingshots. And then what else did I forget to mention? You know, dropping the pegs into the clothespins into the bottle. Like you'd have a milk bottle, because remember we got our milk in milk bottles, and you try to drop the clothespins from a distance, like up here, dropping the clothespins in the milk bottles. Jacks. I'm trying to think of other games. Checkers. I never really liked Chinese checkers. I didn't care for that. I didn't care for backgammon either. I never really learned how to play chess. Trying to think of some other games. Hide and go seek. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. My phone's acting wacky. It's getting low on the battery, so I think I might go dead on this until I get in there and recharge it. You know, dress up. We used to have little plays in the attic at my one friend's house. We'd have put the curtains up, like we'd put shower curtains up. Her dad would put up the shower rod, and then we would have little plays. I mean, it was just so different because there's so many kids. Like when you walk to school, I would have mothers come out and say, "Oh, do you know Terry such and such? He forgot his lunch. Can you bring it to the office?" And then you'd take their lunch to school. You'd walk in groups. I walked over 1 mile. I know, uphill both ways, in the snow, in the sleeting rain. No, I did walk 1 mile, at least 1 mile. All the better for me. It really was. Gave my mother time away from us too, because you figure that took a little bit of time, because what kid walks a straight line to school? You kind of take little side steps, and you draw chalk. You draw on the driveway. All of those good things. But anyway. So I am going to go in and take, I've decided that every day after I take my walk, I'm going to eat a green apple, because I love Granny Smith apples. Those are my favorite. I'm going to eat a Granny Smith apple and drink 32 ounces of water so I can get the first batch of my water done. I always take like about 12 ounces of water before I leave to take my medications, before I leave, my vitamins and stuff. And so that way I get my water and that in. I am planning on eating 3 meals, so I'm going to limit my portion sizes this week too. And I did get on the scale, and I did lose 1.8 pounds of the 5.2 that I gained. So I think that's pretty good for, like, since I weighed in on Thursday, so that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days. So I think I did pretty good, especially over the weekend. I kind of in the back of my mind kind of knew it was my last weekend. So I just wanted to not go crazy, but I didn't show you my food for a reason. But I do plan on showing you my food this week. I'm going to do a menu plan for the week. I'm going to try to stick to that, and I think that'll help me tremendously too. And then I stayed up until almost 2 it was right around 2. And the assessment wasn't up on the app for WW, so I went to bed. And then I woke up naturally, go figure, at 7:30. And was laying in bed playing games, and I thought, oh, that's right, I'm supposed to do the assessment. So I went over to the Weight Watcher app, and I did the assessment, and I answered all the questions, and I got to the end, and it says, great, now let's figure out a personal points plan specifically for you. And then the site crashed, completely crashed. So I went out of it, did some other stuff. I talked to Joan at Joan's Point of Plate, and then I talked to Sue over at Sue Slims Down. We were talking back and forth. And then I went into the app again, and it's completely gone now. It's completely black, completely black. I mean, because it kept me on the blue plan. But now when I go on it, it's completely black. And then my icon on my phone is now, it's just white. It's not blue with the WW. It's just like a white square with like all these lines through it that you can see that it crashed. So I wanted to do my meeting highlights. So I don't know if I have any information that I kept in my email that I'm going to go from that. But I'm not planning on doing my highlights for another couple hours, and so we'll see how that goes. See if hopefully it's back up by then. And then yeah, I just got a close low battery signal from my phone. So we'll see how that works. And I'll do some kind of play. I'll show you, you know, like I'll try to go over what I know so far, because I've watched a couple videos over the weekend, and I'm sure that this week there'll be all kinds of videos helping people out. And I'm sure I saw on Facebook, I'm not the only one that can't get on the app. My thing is, and I understand, it's kind of like Obamacare when the site crashed and then they blamed Obama. It's just because too many people are trying to get on it at the same time. I understand that. But you would think, since they've been hyping it for weeks now, that they would have had zones that would have, if they offered it like at 2 in the morning, yeah, I guess it wouldn't have made a difference at 8 o'clock when it crashed. But you would have figured that they would have had their servers updated in those certain areas to only handle so many. I don't know that much. I'm not an IT guy, or IT gal either. But you would think that they would have been a little bit more prepared. Or, I mean, some people are saying that they should have just offered it on your weigh-in day, and that would have been better. But then people would have been mad because if your weigh-in day is later in the week, you know. It's like I said, they should have. I think they didn't want to do it yesterday because it was a weekend and they thought it would crash. They should have knew it was going to crash. But my plan is, it's a new week, it's a new start, it's a new plan, it's a new program. I've got everything working for me to be successful. I've always had things behind me. I've had all of my support and encouragement from all you guys to make me successful. I've had a good plan that I could have followed to make me successful, but I just didn't have the right mindset for the last couple months, consistently. I'd start off the month with a good mindset, but then I kind of lost it. But holidays are coming. I want to keep my record alive that I've had a loss every holiday since I've joined Weight Watchers. I've always lost between 5 and 10 pounds between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I don't plan on spoiling that record. So I do plan on having a loss between Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'm going to enjoy both Thanksgiving and Christmas and all of the in-between things going on, but I'm going to be mindful of what I'm doing and what I'm eating and my choices. And I'm really looking forward to finishing the year strong. I really am. And then reaching my goal next year in 2022. I'm not going to set a certain date in 2022, but I have 365 days in 2022 to reach my goal. And it's just like 50 pounds away. Pound a week. Pound a week, I can do it by next year. So, anyway. Okay, enough babbling for now. I will show you my food today, and hopefully you'll see a highlight meeting earlier or later on today, or earlier if you watch it. Be earlier since you're watching this later tonight, because I'm not putting this up till tonight. So we'll see how the new way goes. We'll see if Weight Watchers is doing any better with their app. So I'll talk to you guys at breakfast, and we'll see what I'm going to have. Okay, we're starting our new plan today, Personal Points Plus. Today is Monday, November 8th. My 23 dailies went down to 17, and my 42 weeklies went to 30. My quote is, sometimes you need to be willing to get rid of the old and comfortable and embrace the new and stimulating. My oatmeal is now 0 points. I have a cup of my dry oatmeal, 0. 1 point for my 1/4 cup of 2% milk. 2 points for my 8 ounces of Simply Light. That came down from 3 to 2. And my oatmeal came from 4 to 0. And the banana, tea, and grapefruit is 0. So it's a 3-point breakfast, so I still have 14 points left. That's the oatmeal I used, that's the milk, and that's the orange juice. I think I used a little bit too much water because this is a little bit thinner than I like it. I'll have to adjust my water next time because I used my measuring cups to make sure I had the exact measurement. I did measure out my tea. It did not go into the water. So just so you know that the only way you can add to your water app is if by actually drinking water, not the tea. But still have 14 points left. Let's get it moving. Okay, since I ate my lunch so late, I just had an apple for a snack. And then for French fries, for my dinner, I'm going to have a 15-point dinner. So I ended up the day with 18 points total, so I used one of my weeklies. So I have 4 ounces of Ore-Ida French fries for 3 points, a hamburger bun for 4 points, 6 ounces of ground sirloin for 5 points, 2 points for a slice of Kraft cheese, a 0 for my tomato, onion, my cucumber, my water, and then I have a tablespoon of pickle relish for 1 point. So there's my dinner. Okay, day 1, check. I think I did pretty good. I redid the plan. If you watch my daily vlog, I showed that I had 17 dailies and 28 weeklies. And I was talking to Joan over at Joan's Pointed Plate, who's, thank you, Joan. I'm a pain in the ass, I know. But anyway, oh, pain in the butt, sorry. Anyway, I was a little, I don't like yogurt. I just don't like yogurt. But one of the questions was yogurt and cheese and stuff like that. So I was hoping that I'd get my cottage cheese at least for free, or 0. But no, it gave me the, what do you call it, yogurt for 0 points. Yeah, I don't need that on my plan. So I retook the assessment, and now I have 18 points daily and 30 points for the weekly. I changed something too because I read it wrong, that, you know, like pizza and burgers and fries and things like that, although you saw I had fries for dinner tonight. But I went today on the assessment that I did my plan today according to what they gave me this morning, and I did figure in the French fries. But I, for the most part, don't usually have French fries that often. And Jim and I usually have pizza once a week, but Jim's going to be gone for the next couple of weeks, and so we won't be having pizza, so I don't have to put that on there. So I retook that and added fish instead. Not that I'm a fish eater, but I do like tuna fish. So they gave me the tuna for 0 points. But all in all, you know, once all it took me forever to take the assessment. I tried on my phone and it wouldn't go. I have an iPhone. I tried on my iPhone, it didn't take. Then I did my iPad and it wouldn't take. And then I went for my walk, and then when I got back, I was able to do it on the my Mac computer or my Mac laptop or whatever. So I was able to get it on there. And but the site is kind of wonky. I think, well, you know, it's true because everybody's on there today, and I think after a couple days, all the little bugs will be out and all the glitches, and it'll run a little bit more smoothly. But another thing that my app is working a little wonky is it's not registering all my steps, because I pick steps rather than extra, you know, like I pick steps rather than minutes, I think it was, because I track by my steps. But all in all, I'll give it, you know what, I'll give it 100%. Really, because I'm not the least bit hungry. I followed my plan, and I have half of the tomato still left. So if I get hungry later on tonight, I'll just snack on the tomato. I'm all in all happy with the program. So how are you guys liking it so far? And did anybody have any problems? I'm sure everybody did. Everybody had a problem today. But you know, Well, I think when they went over to the other plans, like when they switched from the Smart Points to the Points Plus or to whatever, to the red, green, and blue plan or purple plan, that they all had problems with that too. So I do think that what they put me on is the purple plan because it just seems like that. But it was so nice having my oatmeal for breakfast and not having to count it as 5 points. It was only 1 point with the milk, so it was pretty good. So I'm just curious to see how well I do next week. I think this is the kick in the butt that I needed, and I'm hoping that it'll work for me. So, no, I'm not hoping it'll work for me. I know it will work for me. Don't say hope. I know. So, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, share if you think somebody might like to see it. As always, stay safe, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.